Hey guys, Rusted over here, and I did see a few hours ago that the Slime Serpent secret mount, the last remaining secret mount in Shadowlands, as far as I know, has finally been located and found, and it's not too difficult to get just by hearing it. All you have to do is kill the last two bosses in Heroic Plaguefall by yourself. Now, that's easier said than done for most people, since again, guys, you do have to kill the last two bosses on Heroic mode. It can also be done on Mythic, but you might as well do it on Heroic, right? Like, why would you ever do it on Mythic? By yourself. This has to be done solo in order to get the mount to spawn. Now, I'm going to be honest, most specs right now in classes are going to struggle with this. All tank specs at a decent item level should be able to do this no problem, especially Vengeance Demon Hunters, right? They're probably the best, one of the best soloing specs in the game. And obviously pet classes like Warlocks and your BM Hunters should be able to do this no problem, again, at a decent item level. In terms of item level, it's really going to depend on your specialization in your class. For example, Vengeance Demon Hunters, I'm super friggin' geared, right, guys? But honestly, it was so easy. You could probably do this on a Vengeance Demon Hunter around 205, maybe the 210 item level if you have a good legendary and good stats, right, and good trinkets. Probably around 210 item level to be safe. And you want my opinion, guys, if your class like a mage or a rogue or something that can't do this, level up a Havoc, or not a Havoc, but a Vengeance Demon Hunter alt. It is so easy to get up to 205, 210 item level, guys. You can probably do it in a week, 2 weeks, and be able to get this mount. It's really not too difficult just to try and gear up a Vengeance Demon Hunter to get this mount. So, now with that stuff out of the way, head over to Heroic Plaguefall in Maldraxxus. Again, make sure you are solo and not in a group. This has to be done solo, and you're going to head on in. Now, the first two bosses you could completely skip. Just mount past them, don't pull them, don't even bother with them. Now, just try and skip as much trash as possible. There's really not too many difficult trash pulls as long as you do it one pack at a time, again, depending on your item level. And even if you kill one mob at a time, you'll eventually get to the bosses. Although if you're struggling that much on trash, you're probably not going to be able to kill the bosses anyways. The only trash you might struggle a little bit on is the tentacles. Just use the bombs, the plague boar bombs, to blow up the tentacles. Worst case scenario, you die and run back. Not that big of a deal. Anyways, keep clearing all trash, completely skipping the first two bosses until you get to the third boss. Now, I definitely absolutely recommend clearing all the trash around the third boss's area, since you're going to be using the whole area. Now, that boss is pretty easy. The only dangerous part is really getting stunned during the Brood Assassins. Now, the boss will eventually mark you with the debuff. You will be stunned for a short amount of time, and if the Brood Assassins spawn and you can't get them out of their invisible, their shadow webs, they might do a large chunk of damage to you. Other than that, just make sure you're getting the ads out of the webs by going into them and DPSing them out of it so you can actually clear them off. Definitely recommend using potions, bloodlust, all that stuff, and that boss should fall over really no problem. It's not too difficult of a boss. Clear all the trash to the last boss, and the last boss, again, there's really not too much to know. It's very easy boss to do. Just watch out for the infectious rain, that's high damage, and obviously avoid the tentacles. The only part that could get a little tricky if you're a little bit lower geared, especially if you're doing this as a tank, are the malignant spawns, the ads that spawn during the fight. They can get a little bit overwhelming, so if they're not dying to your cleave damage, I definitely recommend switching to them and killing them off, as if there's too many of them spawn, the damage can get too much. Other than that, just do the boss as normal, avoid tentacles, and kill her off. Once you kill off the last boss, backtrack and make a right turn. You'll eventually get to like a little, teleporter that'll teleport you back up to the third boss's area. And if you did this solo, you killed the last two bosses solo, you'll see a little, I think it's called a Curious Slime Serpent over in the corner. Simply walk over to it, click on it, pet it, because he's such a good boy, and he will be put into your mount journal, and then you can mount that Slime Serpent up. So again, guys, that's it. That is really just it. You go in the Heroic Plaguefall, kill the last two bosses by yourself, solo, and then you go and click the Serpent. You can honestly turn the guide off there. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to get frustrated with this. And listen, most of you who have watched my channel know how, if Blizzard does something dumb, I'll jump on that. I like this. I actually like this. I think it presents a nice little solo challenge, something in place of the Mage Tower, which please put another Mage Tower, and the Mage Tower is so good. I like this as like a good little solo challenge, and you get a little mount as reward. It's not too difficult on the classes that are able to do this, and be honest, guys, if you don't have a class that could do this, you can easily level up something like a Vengeance Demon Hunter, very quickly get to 210, even further than 210 item is not too difficult to get. That's really not that big of a deal, guys. I think you could probably take 2, maybe 3 weeks at the most to get up there and then get this mount. Again, this is just my opinion, not that difficult. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, though. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And yeah, I hope the video helped you out. Throw it a like if it did. Sub to the channel if you like the content. And remember always, Halo 3 is the best Halo, and that's a fact. All other opinions are wrong. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.